Hello everyone and welcome back to another lecture of Unlock Need. Class, हम लोगों ने कल डिस्कस किया biodiversity and we also discussed the basic elements of taxonomy. So far we discussed characterization, identification and nomenclature. Nomenclature में हमने समझा that why vernacular system was not accepted universally and how scientific names are based on agreed rules and criteria. We discussed binomial nomenclature. Also we discussed first valid publication plants and animal का किस year में हुआ and why the names prior to these year were considered invalid. So class, now we'll continue with our lecture. So let's get started. So class, कल हमने discuss किया था that principles or rules and regulations of binomial nomenclature were given by Carolus Linnaeus in his book Philosophia Botanica. So these principles were later modified and revised and were placed under the codes. And today there are 5 codes which deals with standardization of scientific names. So the first code is ICBN. That is International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. So this code is utilized for naming plant. So जो भी rules, regulation, principles एक plant को name करने के लिए बने हैं, so those principles are used under the code ICBN. Next is ICNCP, that is International Code for the Nomenclature of Cultivated Plant. For naming cultivated plant, whatever principles are utilized, they are used under the code ICNCP. Now for naming an animal, the principle used are under the code ICZN, that is International Code for Zoological Nomenclature. ICNB, that is International Code for Nomenclature of Bacteria. ICTV, that is International Committee for Taxonomy of Viruses. तो हमें जिन्हें भी नेम करना है, whether being plants, cultivated plants, animals, bacteria or viruses, we have to use the rules, regulations, principles of that code respectively. So class, out of these 5 codes, 3 are used for naming eukaryotic organism, क्योंकि यहाँ पे bacteria and viruses, they are considered to be prokaryotes. Now let's understand rules for binomial nomenclature. So class, here we have an example of mango. Scientific name of mango is Mangifera indica. So binomial nomenclature का मतलब ही है कि इस naming system में 2 components होते हैं, right? 2 components, these are generic name and species epithet or species name. So mango का scientific name है Mangifera indica, where Mangifera indicates generic name and indica indicates species epithet. Whenever the name is written handwritten, right, they are going to be underlined separately. हमें इन्हें separately underline करना है. And whenever the scientific name they are printed in italics. इनका जो font होगा, that is going to be italics. Right? Now class, अगर हमें author name include करना है, whenever binomial nomenclature के according author name is included, so it is always written after species epithet. And whenever the name of scientist or author is included, it is always written in abbreviated form, like Lin stand for Linnaeus. It is not underlined, this is not going to be underlined. And third, it is not italicized. ना ही इसे italics में आपको लिखना है. It has to be written in abbreviated form, not underlined, nor italicized. It has to be written in simple Roman language. Now class, these are your important NCERT statements. यहाँ पे आपको देखिए, scientific name of mango is written as Mangifera indica, right? Let us see how it is a binomial name. तो जैसे कि हमने डिस्कस किया कि 2 components होते हैं, Mangifera represents genus while indica represents species or specific epithet. So the rules that are universally followed for binomial nomenclature: biological names are generally in Latin and written in italics. They are Latinized or derived from Latin irrespective of their origin. First word in a biological or scientific name represents genus, while second component denotes the specific epithet or species name. Whenever the name is handwritten, they are separately underlined, and when printed, they are printed in italics to indicate their Latin origin. First word denotes the genus that starts with a capital letter, right? अभी क्लास यहाँ पे आप देखिए Mangifera indica में you can see जीनस का जो फर्स्ट लेटर है ये आपका कैपिटल में है, वाइल स्पीशीज का या स्पेसिफिक एपिथेट का जो फर्स्ट लेटर है इट इज रिटन इन स्मॉल. सो यहाँ पे आपको ध्यान रखना है that the first letter denotes the genus starts with a capital letter and specific epithet starts with a small letter. So here you can see the example: Mangifera indica, M is in capital, I is in small letter. And whenever the name of author has to be written, वो आएगा आपके specific epithet के बाद. Has to be written in abbreviated form like Lin लिखा है. यहाँ पे ये जो Lin है that indicates the name of the person जिन्होंने इस species को describe किया है, right? It indicates that this species was first described by Linnaeus. So again, these statements, these rules are important that need to be followed while naming a species as per binomial nomenclature. Now class, this is very important, rule or principle of priority. इसका मतलब ये है कि मान लीजिए किसी ऑर्गेनिज्म की दो वैलिड नेम्स है. यहाँ पे मैंने आपको फंजाई का एक एग्जाम्पल दिया है. सिंगल फंजाई है लेकिन इसके दो वैलिड नेम्स हैं. पहला नाम है एल्ब्यूको कैंडिडा और दूसरा नाम है सिस्टोपस कैंडिडस, राइट? अब अगर सिंगल स्पीशीज है और इसके दो वैलिड नेम्स हैं तो ऐसे केस में किस नेम को प्रायोरिटी देंगे? सो ऐसे केस में जहाँ पे एक से ज़्यादा नाम है ऑर्गेनिज्म के तो हमें उस नाम को प्रायोरिटी देनी है द नेम दैट हैज़ टेकन फर्स्ट. यानी कि फंजाई वाले केस में एल्ब्यूको कैंडिडा केम फर्स्ट तो हम इसे प्रायोरिटी देंगे, and the other name that is Cystopus candidus will be considered as synonym, right? यानी कि फंजाई के लिए जो वैलिड नेम प्रायोरिटाइज किया जाएगा that is the first name Albeugo candida and the other valid names they are considered to be synonyms. Now class, let's understand another system of nomenclature that is trinomial nomenclature. So trinomial nomenclature was given by Lamarck. Now trinomial nomenclature have three components. First component is generic name, same जैसे हमने binomial में देखा था. Second component is species or specific epithet. This is also same as binomial. Third component is subspecies in case of animals and it is variety in case of plants. So trinomial nomenclature, three components: generic name, specific epithet, subspecies, variety in case of plants. Now class, here I have given you an example of cabbage and the name is written as per trinomial nomenclature. The name is Brassica oleracea capitata. So Brassica is going to be the generic name, oleracea is going to be specific epithet name, and since it is a plant, we call the third component as variety and that is capitata. Now let's understand some more examples. So these are going to be the local names and these are the scientific names as per trinomial nomenclature. First is Indian crow and the scientific name is Corvus splendens splendens. Gorilla, scientific name is Gorilla, Gorilla, Gorilla. Cabbage, scientific name is Brassica oleracea capitata. आपने देखा सारे scientific names में as per trinomial nomenclature have three components, right? Now class, there are some important terms from your exam point of view, both neat and words. When species and subspecies or or variety are same. Such names are said to be autonym. क्लास यहाँ पे आपको नजर आ रहा है इंडियन क्रो का साइंटिफिक नेम है कॉर्वस स्प्लेंडेंस स्प्लेंडेंस. यहाँ पे जो स्पीशीज नेम है यानी कि स्पीशीज एपिथेट या फिर सब स्पीशीज है, बोथ द नेम्स आर सेम, राइट. सो सच नेम्स जहाँ पे स्पीशीज एंड सब स्पीशीज बोथ आर सेम, सच नेम्स आर कंसिडर्ड टू बी ऑटोनिम्स. Autonyms जो हैं they are valid both for zoological as well as botanical nomenclature. The second case is here we have example gorilla का gorilla gorilla gorilla. So case when the generic name is same as that of species epithet. अगर ये दोनों name same हैं, right, such name are considered to be tautonyms, right. And tautonyms they are valid only for zoological nomenclature and not valid or they are invalid for botanical nomenclature. अगर आपने ध्यान दिया तो ये जो गोरिल्ला का एग्जाम्पल है, गोरिल्ला का जो साइंटिफिक नेम है, ये दोनों ही नेम्स को फॉलो कर रहा है. ऑटोनिम क्योंकि इसका स्पेसिफिक एपिथेट एज वेल एज सब स्पीशीज बोथ आर गोइंग टू बी सेम, तो ऐसे नेम्स को हमने कह दिया ऑटोनिम. While इसका generic name or species name also are same, we consider it to be tautonym. तो gorilla is an example of both autonym as well as tautonyms. Class आपको याद रखना है that autonyms they are valid for zoological as well as botanical nomenclature, while tautonyms they are valid only for zoological nomenclature. Now class, there is another important term that is homonyms. Homonyms is the condition when one name is given to two different species. Surely one name cannot be given to two different species, right? इसीलिए homonyms are considered to be invalid for both zoological as well as botanical nomenclature. So later, Prunus dulcis became the scientific name for almond and plum को दिया गया दूसरा scientific name that was Prunus domestica. The generic name remains the same but the species changed, and now we have separate names for almond and plum, that is Prunus dulcis almonds के लिए and Prunus domestica for plum. So class, आज के लेक्चर में हमने समझा some important terms like synonyms क्या है, right, autonyms क्या है, tautonyms क्या है and homonyms क्या है. Along with that, we have also understood trinomial nomenclature. Hope you like the video. Please like, share, comment and subscribe our channel Unlock NEET. And stay connected with our next lecture where we'll be discussing taxonomic categories.